The Burning Sky event.
Yeah, and that whole
Yes.
event,
There's a lot going on there.
yeah, there's a lot to unpack. So we're going to take a deep dive into all the material you sent us
Yeah,
and try to cut through the noise
exactly.
and
That makes
figure out what this is really all about.
right to the good stuff.
Yeah, so we're looking at this token called SKY. Its connection to decentralized AI on Apertum, and like I said, this major burn coming up.
Big burn. Yeah.
So let's dive in.
All right. Sounds good.
What I find really interesting right off the bat is how SKY is describing itself, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Like it's the first meme coin on the Apertum blockchain,
Right.
but they're also saying it's like the fuel
Yeah.
for a decentralized AI assistant.
Trying to be more than just a meme, huh?
Yeah, so it's like they're trying to bridge the gap, right?
Yeah, exactly. Trying to bridge the gap between meme culture and like actual utility.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so that's the question. What does that actually mean?
Right. Yeah. What are you actually using this for?
Yeah, like will SKY be used to pay for transactions
Right.
or
Access features. Yeah.
yeah, to access like special AI features?
Yeah.
We don't really know yet, do we?
That part's a little fuzzy.
But their stated mission, like what they're saying they want to do, is to empower users on the Apertum blockchain through AI-driven tools.
Interesting.
So that's pretty ambitious for a meme coin, wouldn't you say?
It is. It is. But hey, I mean, that's the angle they're going for.
That's the angle they're going for.
Right.
And so, I mean, we're looking at a total supply of something like 69 trillion SKY.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and an initial liquidity of just $4,000.
Wow. And it's all being driven by the community, right?
It's all community driven, so that's interesting as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And to get people to hold on to their SKY, they're using these deflationary mechanics, right?
Yeah, with scheduled burns
Right.
to try and reduce that overall supply.
So that brings us to this big burning
The
news.
big one,
This 99% burn.
99%. Wow.
Yeah, scheduled for April 7th,
Which is coming up quick.
really soon.
Yeah. What do you think? What are the effects of a burn that big?
Well, according to what they sent us, they think it's going to skyrocket SKY to new heights, right?
Got to get that name in
I
there.
mean, of course.
Yeah.
Makes sense, right? They're also going to do airdrops for early adopters and people who contributed to something called DA1.
DA11. Yeah, we're assuming that's probably some kind of early decentralized autonomous organization, right?
Right, right.
Connected to the project.
Yeah, I mean, it would make sense.
Yeah, makes sense.
And they're going to do airdrops for, general SKY believers.
So there's a little something for everybody, huh?
Yeah, there's a little something for
You
everybody.
guys.
But they haven't really given us the specifics on those airdrops yet, have they?
Not yet, no.
So that's something to keep an eye on.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there.
So for those who are thinking longer term,
Right.
they are saying that you can stake your SKY.
Oh, to earn rewards.
Yeah, but the staking pools aren't set up yet, so
Not yet.
we'll see when that happens.
TBA.
TVA, exactly.
But this shared revenue pool, I think that's pretty cool.
What's that?
So holders will get a percentage of the revenue made from SkyChat
Okay.
and any other future Sky AI products.
So the more people use it.
The more everybody benefits.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's talk about their YSKY pitch.
All right, yeah, let's hear it.
Well, first of all, they're the first meme coin on Apertum, so, first mover advantage there.
Right, right.
It's also kind of becoming a symbol of decentralized AI adoption,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, I could see that.
And they're really emphasizing the community.
That seems to be a theme, yeah.
It's all about early believers shaping the direction and the community driving growth. Right.
It's very much a we're all in this together kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah. And then, back to this 99% burn
That's a big one.
on April 7th, just 10 days away.
Yeah, coming right up.
After the burn, the top 10 holders are going to get an exclusive airdrop. They're also saying that they're going to release SkyChat and some Valora updates
Cool.
pretty soon. So
That 99%, though, that's a huge supply reduction.
it is.
It could make things pretty scarce,
Yeah. Yeah. Do you think that'll drive up the price?
Potentially, yeah, it could. But remember, it's going to come down to market sentiment
Right.
and whether people actually find the AI products useful.
Right.
We've seen similar events before, haven't we?
We have.
With mixed results.
Yeah, definitely.
So it's hard to say for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
What else are they talking about?
Well, they also mentioned these foundation wallets,
Foundation wallet.
and they say they're never going to sell their SKY.
Interesting.
So it sounds
Yeah.
like they're trying to build some trust
Yeah.
within the community for future projects.
Yeah. Makes sense. Get some of that trust built up early on.
Yeah. Oh, and here's a cool thing for our listeners.
Oh, what's that?
If you hold at least 5,000 SKY, yeah, you might get early beta access to their new Valora Alerts bot, SkyChat, and all their other future tools and stuff.
That's pretty sweet early access to
Yeah.
all that.
But they did say the amount of SKY you need to hold to get that access could change.
Oh, okay, so it's not a guarantee.
Yeah, not set in stone.
So 5,000 now could be more later.
Right, exactly.
Gotcha.
So their big message, the thing they keep repeating over and over,
What's that?
is that this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to
Wow.
passively earn on the future of Sky AI.
That's a pretty big claim, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, it is. It is.
So let's recap everything we've talked about.
All right, quick recap.
Yeah, just the key points for our listeners.
So SKY, it's a meme coin on Apertum, but they're really aiming to make it useful.
Right, with the decentralized AI.
Yeah, they've got this huge 99% burn happening on April 7th.
That's coming up fast.
Yeah. And they're also offering holders a share of the revenue.
Yeah, if and when the products launch.
Right. Plus, potentially early access to their AI tools.
That's a lot to consider.
Yeah, it is.
It really makes you wonder, can something that starts as a meme coin actually become like a real part of a decentralized AI ecosystem?
That is the question.
And will this 99% burn actually help make that happen?
Yeah, is it all hype?
Is it going to fizzle?
Something to think about.
Definitely something to watch.
Definitely something to keep an eye on.
All right, everyone. Until next time.